This one is a bit of one that I was wondering if I was even gonna like it. And then it surprised me more than I even thought it would. This is a tungsten Mini Collsion. I was getting into small spinners, small tungsten spinners, and I had it in my head, I need to get more small tungsten spinners. So I was looking for them and I went, oh, I think I know enough about small tungsten spinners to know that this one is going to be good. And I got on a secondary and such good condition. Didn't get the machine finished. I did think I wanted machine finished and this was brushed. Don't really care either way now because, man, this thing flies. The way this thing feels in your hand when you're doing it, it's just fucking ripping. And that is what I really want in the spinner. I love fast spinners. And that's one thing that tungsten can do really well. But if the design isn't right, it can end up not being that great. I don't know if you know the term jutter, but jutter is what you feel in a bar spinner when you change its position on the axial plane and you get that like shaking feeling. And I've seen some people who are new to spinners getting a bar spinner and posting on, Facebook groups and stuff going, hey, man, is it normal? Like I just got this spinner and I don't know if they talk like that, but it's good. And like every time I move it, like, is it normal for it to like just shake and stuff? And then like people are like, oh yeah, dude, rock on. They're like, yeah, that's what you're going for. That's called jutter, dude. Good one. You got a good thing. And then he's like, oh, I don't know. I like it. And then everyone says, well, then you probably want a tri-spinner because tri-spinners, they don't have like the shake as much as they have just this gyroscopic feel as it's changing on the axial plane. Okay. So I saw this one guy and he was selling all of these spinners and somewhere in the sale, I can't remember how, he basically revealed the fact that all of the spinners had the same bearing in it when he had gotten them. And I think I even had to make a comment because someone else did. They were like, hold on a second. You have all of these spinners and you haven't changed a bearing out ever? And it might sound kind of snobby, but it's like in my personal opinion, you can't fully enjoy fidget spinners unless you invest in the equipment to change bearings out and you try different bearings and stuff. Because I can't remember the amount of times that I have gotten a spinner and then just the act of changing the button and the bearing will make a spinner go from to, oh my fucking God, I can't live without it. It can be that drastic of a change. And bearings themselves are so fucking finicky and fragile and weird and so inconsistently made. You wouldn't believe, like I've said before, when you start getting picky and bitchy about bearings like I am, you can get a whole batch of bearings stock from someone, right? Like I'll order my bearings from China from a manufacturer and I'll order from the same place that somewhere like Unquiet Hands or, some other guy that's selling them for 3 times the markup. Usually they'll mark it up 3 times the price that I would buy bearings for. And you'll buy a big bunch of them, right? And you'll get them all there and then you'll put one in and you'll be like, what the hell? You'll be like, okay, that's not like that last one I tried. And then you put another one in and you go, oh, wow, that's great. It's so finicky because they're so small, right? They're so small. They're not easy to make perfect every time. So this thing's amazing. And I mean, you need to try out bearings. You try different buttons, try bearings. I have avoided selling spinners because I want to try more bearings and more buttons on it before I am sure that I don't like it. But this one is, for now, one that I absolutely need to keep in the collection. I just love it. I don't use it all the time, but it's one of those ones. I do have a lot of stuff in my collection where I don't use it all the time, but every once in a while I'll check in and I'll give it a spin and I'll go, oh, fuck yeah, that's why you're still here. And sometimes I pick up something and go, why are you still here? Right? So that is the tungsten Mini Collsion by Cap with NJT crystal titanium buttons in there. That's his 3-step design on his buttons versus the dish. Absolutely, probably my favorite button maker aside from FTO, Full Throttle Originals, Nick McKenty. I'm so bitchy now that if a bearing isn't right and I'm being lazy about changing it, I just won't pick it up. I just won't pick it up because I can't handle it. I'll know exactly what's going on, but I'll be too tired after work or too lazy, and I just won't want to get all the stuff out and do it. Even though I know I can do it fast, I'll just be like, won't do it. But I won't pick it up because I know what's going on. I know exactly what's happening and be like, it needs its bearing changed. And then when I finally do it, I'm like, there it is. Perfect again.